Hey everyone, today we're going to go over multiplying decimals. So there's a couple things that we need to keep in mind when we go to multiply decimals, or a couple rules. The first rule is remove the decimal. And at the end, we'll come and revisit it, okay? So the rule one is to remove the decimal. So let's look at an example. We have 0.5 times 1.2. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these decimals altogether. And you can keep the 0 if it makes you feel better. I'm going to go ahead and put the 1.2 on top. So it's just going to turn into, instead of 1.2, it's going to turn into a 12. Okay. And then instead of 0.5, it's just going to turn into 5. Or if you want 0.5, but that's really not going to make any difference to the problem. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 5. Okay. Now I'm going to multiply as usual. So 5 times 2 is 10. Carry the 1. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 1 is 6. 60. Okay. Our second rule is count place values to the right of each decimal. So I'll show you what that means in a minute. So, how many numbers are to the right of this decimal? 0 and 5/10. Well, there's only one number, so I'm going to put a 1 on top. How many numbers are to the right of this decimal? Well, there's only another number. So total, there are 2 numbers to the right of the decimals. This is important. So I'm going to go to the very, very far right here, and I'm going to put my pen, and I'm going to count over 2 spots. 1, 2. This is where my decimal goes. That's where its new home is. Hopefully that made sense to you. So first thing we do, remove the decimals, multiply as usual. At the end, count the place values to the right of each of the original decimals we used to multiply. So here there's 1 digit to the right of the decimal point and another digit to the right of the decimal point, making a total of 2 digits to the right of the decimal point. And this is going to kind of guide you where to put your decimal. So you start at the very far right of your number and you count over 2 spots. 1, 2. That's the new home of your decimal. So your answer is 0.60 or 6/10.